Well, as you guys can see, I have the 24 Street Glide back on the lift.
What the heck? No.
Annie.
Where's your beard?
Annie, telling you like it.
She don't. It's okay. It's growing back.
You look terrifying.
Ready to start kind of getting this thing into more of a badass unit than what it already is. Kind of going over what we already have done to it. Headlights, taillights, a seat, bars, risers. I have links to all these videos and whatnots. But now it's time to kind of start making it look more badass, more user-friendly, all that fun stuff. We have an intake to go on it. We've got an exhaust. We've got tuner to go on it. Santoro Fabworx was nice enough that we're going to be doing a full engine blackout kit. So all the nuts and bolts and all that cool stuff is going to be blacked out, which should make it just look that much better. We're still going to have the chrome engine stuff right here. Eventually that'll get changed out. Not on this video anyways, but nothing to it but to get to it. So let's get into getting the bike stripped apart. We're going to get the bags off, the exhaust off, the intake off. While I've got all this stuff off over here, I'll go ahead and get the bolts knocked out where I need to behind the exhaust. So that way we can get the new crap on. Let's go. Guess next step is let's just get the exhaust off in the intake. And for sake of social media and my sanity from having to actually do the work, let's do a finger snap to get all this crap off. Just like that, we've got the exhaust off. We have the intake off. We have the intake off. Now I'm going to probably clean up just because once I put the exhaust back on, it's always a pain in the butt to get these covers down in here. So we're going to get this cleaned up real quick. And then the first part we're going to install today, which one thing I did notice, if you have a first gen M8 engine, this is a second gen, but if you have first gen, the first gens are known for having excessive blow-by, which means you get a lot of oil in the intake. I've got a little bit in here. I don't have a ton. But I didn't know for a fact if I was going to or not. I've heard that sometimes the second gens don't have the same blow-by issue. But I went ahead and ordered a Trask transmission top mount. It's going to go right here. And yeah, we'll get this guy installed and ready to go. All right, so we have the top cover set in place. If you are on a second gen M8 like what this one is, whenever you take your top cover off, it's only going to have 4 holes and the Trask plate has 6. Don't worry, once you unbolt this, it's got the other 2 bolts underneath it. Then it wants you to swap a piece over from here. It's all in the videos on how to do that, so I'm not really going to go in depth on it. But the reason I came back in is, like I said earlier, Santoro Fabworx hooked us up with a blacked out engine bolt kit. So before I threw all the bolts on, I just want to let you guys know about Santoro Fabworx. They make some pretty cool shit for motorcycles, from bolt colored kits where you can get Chaos or Chacos or whatever the heck these things are called. I'll type it on the screen right here. You can get these in all sorts of different colors. You can get the bolts in black and chrome and maybe other colors, but I know for a fact you can get these in other colors. So if you wanted to accent your engine, honestly on this bike, black is just the way to go because we're going to keep it kind of dark. So yeah, so I'm going to get this thing bolted in place, torqued down properly. I am going to route the air filter wherever I feel like is the best place. there is going to be one thing that I need to check out, and I've got the intake up there. I need to pull it off. The stock one on the Gen 2s had this air hose that went from here up to the intake to create like a PCV effect. So I need to figure out what I need to do. If the intake has a spot to put this, then what I might do is just block it off, because I'm not going to need it anymore because we're running this guy. All right, we've got some stuff to go over. So we have the trash vent. I just ran the hose up into here, into this little cavity. Zip tied it up out of the way. Some people just zip tie them up right in there, or run them up here, run them up in there and zip tie them. I didn't really want a big filter just sitting there, so ran it into this cavity right there. Then we went ahead and swapped out all the bolts on this side so far. Threw on Santoro Fabworx bolt kit. Whenever I go to do my cam, I'll swap out these to black and black all that crap out and have this powder coated. But that's not right this moment. But I went ahead and go and get all the bolts on. Sweet. Next thing, time to get this beautiful, elegant, sexy intake installed. All right, so I ended up going to Lowe's and just getting me a little plug right here to plug off the vent, since I reran the vent up through here and I'm using the filter instead of having it go back into the intake, which is kind of what I prefer, because there isn't a ton of blow by, but there still is some. So I wanted to go ahead and just get rid of it altogether. So yeah, it's time to get this guy installed. All right, so we got the intake installed. I might change this out. They have a black filter. They didn't have it in stock whenever I ordered it. I might swap this for a black filter later on. We'll see how it goes. All in all, she's starting to look sexy. The only thing I don't like is I might take this thing back apart and see if I can realign this. This piece right here doesn't actually pivot in here at all. It's all one solid piece, and so it can only bolt in one way. I feel like, I don't know, just standing back, I feel like it needs to cock that way just a hair. So I reclocked it like I mentioned that I was. I will say that the instructions they give you are for the previous gens. So if you're wanting one for the Gen 2, you can follow the instructions. It's not 100% for this one. I will say that on the back cover, which is where this tells you to line up the T or the S, this one doesn't have it, but it does have lettering up here. I put the lettering at the top, and that worked. Now, if you stand back, it looks all pretty. All right, we got everything back together for the most part. The only thing I haven't done yet is I need to space out my floorboard on this side just to clear the exhaust. But I've already got all of the tuner stuff put in, the Thundermax installed. I'm not going to do a video on installing the Thundermax and setting all that up. Their instructions are very good. And there's already hundreds of videos out there about it. Got everything tightened down. I will say, when you're tightening down exhaust, make sure you're adjusting it up here and not down there, because it'll bind up the exhaust and crack it over time. Made it this far and you've been waiting to see what this guy sounds like. I am as well. I've already got the bass tune set in there, so let's see what happens. Haven't even started it yet. Money! Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. She's sounding good. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out in this video. Next one, we're probably going to be doing a rear tire cush drive, doing the other side of the bolts and 15K service and all that fun stuff. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that other fun crap. If you guys want any merch, you can head over to our website, jarheadgarage.com, and take a look at what all we got. Stealth exhaust will be on the website very, very soon. We're going to be putting the intakes on, Thundermax, all that other stuff. If there's something that you need for your motorcycle, feel free to hit us up because we can get you pretty much any part. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm stoked.